Welcome to 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. As always, I am your host, John J. Ransom Futrell. I apologize in advance if I sound a little bit different than normal because I'm on a, let's just say, week getaway. I would say vacation, but that would be unrealistic because I'm still here working. So, hope everyone had a good weekend. So I decided probably a couple of days ago that this show would be about staying motivated and making progress. The reason is because I think that's one of the Achilles heels of when you're trying to live your dream is dealing with constantly trying to make progress and trying to stay motivated, especially when you're dealing with outside forces that, in one way or another influence the amount of motivation that you have. So, that being said, how do you stay motivated? Specifically me. Well, let me say, excuse me, getting tongue tied like I've been recording all morning, music and all that. But how do I stay motivated? Well, for me as an artist, there's a few ways. Artist and businessman and a whole bunch of other things. One way to stay motivated is simply go on YouTube, watch inspirational or motivational videos. That kind of gets into your subconscious and it helps to keep moving forward. But as far as me personally, I kind of, get myself up and I start thinking about what I want to do for the day. I actually start the night before. Even before I go to bed, I'm already thinking of what it is I need to do the next day or for the week. And then I move accordingly. Along with that, I actually, anytime I'm working, I'm actually using multiple sources. While I'm up here, it's a little bit different because I don't have my setup the same way I have at home. But basically, I'll be working on music or, graphics or whatever, and I'll have source material. Like I'll have some type of favorite movie I like to watch or a TV show or something of that nature. Or then, if I'm not making music, I'll be listening to music and things that, just make me feel good and make me feel motivated to work. And along with that would be my goals. So I'm constantly banging out goals. Like I said, 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. is really my work hours. That's how I work. I try to do at least 16 to 20 hours a day. Sometimes 24 hours or more. But it's really about that. It's really about how you feel mentally. It's about letting go of the things that are stressing you out and the things that are making you feel like you're not making progress. That's why these two kind of go hand in hand. Because what is progress? Realistically, you have to understand that you decide what progress is for you. No one else can decide that. So if you allow other people's expectations of what you should be doing to affect your outlook on what your progress is, you're already in trouble. And that alone will also influence the amount of motivation that you actually have, because now you're dependent upon somebody else's opinion of how you should be living your dream or what your dream should be. So I want you to keep that in mind. But another way I stay motivated is actually a couple years ago I came across this YouTube channel. It's called it's a show actually on YouTube, but it's called Chase Jarvis Live. And the show hasn't been on for a while, but the show would basically take different creatives or different people that have accomplished things, best-selling authors or whoever, and they would basically talk about their journey and how they got to where they are now or were at the time. And one guy in particular stuck out to me. His name is Gary Vaynerchuk. He happened to be from Jersey, like me. He happened to be a Jets fan, like me, so he understands the struggle. But the way he spoke and how motivated he was, just about life and the things that he wanted to accomplish, had me kind of open my eyes to a certain extent. I mean, I always, like, he was speaking about things I already felt, and kind of validated some of my own feelings about life and about trying to accomplish things. So essentially what happened was, just like with anything that you're really interested in, well, I recommend, if you don't do it, if you're really interested in anything, research, find out more about it. So what happened is, I watched the show with Gary a couple times, and before I even started really doing research, because I was so caught up with what I was trying to do and what I was trying to accomplish, and I was going through a tough time as far as feeling motivated, feeling like I was making progress, because once again I was allowing other people's idea of what progress is to influence me, in which I had to completely destroy that way of thinking for me to keep going and to stay motivated, which is honestly what allows me to do this show, because I've overcome that. I realize that my progress is based on me. It's not based on other people. It's not based on what other people see or what they feel. It's all about me. That's one of the things where in life you have to be selfish and have to understand that. So anyway, going back to what I was saying. So I look up Gary V. I subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if I did, don't quote me on this. I definitely checked out his Facebook page. But the main influence was his YouTube channel for me, because he had, a lot of motivational videos and things of that nature. But the interview, one of the things that stuck out to me, and I had to kind of change my way of thinking, was he was speaking about how when he first started doing Wine Library TV, he was speaking about how how little views that he got at the beginning, but how he kept going and kept going and kept going because he was so motivated. And to me, that's extremely important, because especially if you're doing entertainment or you're doing art, you're immediately brainwashed by this society that we have, that everything you do has to be a viral video. It has to reach a certain amount of people. It has to reach the masses. The realistic part is that sometimes what we do isn't for everybody. But if you can reach one person that's significant, it could possibly change your life. And once again, that's stolen from Gary V. That mindset of 1 versus 0. If you reach one person, you've accomplished what you should have been doing, in my opinion. We all want to, reach millions of people and influence millions of people, but the reality is that if you can influence one person and they're so excited about it, they can influence someone else, and therefore you've contributed. So I use that as a sense of motivation, as a sense of progress, because me doing these shows, I realize, like, I'm not going to immediately reach 100,000 people or even 1 million people, but if I could reach 1 or 2 people, that'll reach out to 10 other people, and then they catch on. To me, I've done my job. Like I said, for me, this is kind of charity. I'm not getting paid from this. I don't have any sponsors. This is just me, giving back, or feeling like I felt like I needed to do something, because it's one of those things where, as a businessman, as an artist, it's like, especially where I come from, it's like you don't know too many people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, or have done things along those lines, or you don't have someone that can talk to you and tell you about the ropes, and tell you about the experiences. You have experiences that are different from everyone else in your circle, or from everyone else that's around you. So you're forced to live that life, and it can be a daunting task. It can very much so leave you unmotivated, it can definitely mess with the amount of progress that you could possibly make. So that's the reason why I did this show. But as far as staying motivated, always find sources. Use a list if you have to. There's no way that you shouldn't be thinking about what you're going to do the next day or do during the week or even for the month. You know, it's a marathon. Like, you don't want to race anyone. The only person you should be racing is yourself. And that's even if you're doing something that you have to constantly do over and over again. But the reality is, it's like it's a marathon. So you want to pace yourself, but you want to stay motivated. You want to keep jogging. So always find something that's going to motivate you. Whether, and like I said before, do not allow a hater or, a doubter, non-supporter, anybody like that to be your motivation. Because that's only good for temporary. When it comes to trying to really finish the marathon, it's going to take more than that. So, find sources. I mean, even if this is a source for you, I'm grateful for that. But make sure that you find sources that's going to keep you motivated and only progress at your pace. Do not allow other people to dictate what progress is to you. Period. Keep living your dreams. So once again, this is John J. Ransom Futrell. From 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. I'm going to try to do a few more this week. This is show 5, so I'm going to try to get to probably 9 or 10. No, I'm going to get to 9 or 10 by the end of this week. So, once again, keep progressing, stay motivated, and keep doing what you do, live your dreams. I'll see you next time.